It was a great Thanksgiving. I hope you guys all had a good Thanksgiving. Today we're going to talk about that. But before that, don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, comment. It's Revolt Media. And now, before we get the show started, hold on. The people that keep the lights on, let us say thank you to our sponsors. Today's show is sponsored by Inkwell Printing. For all your printing needs, business cards, volume copies, envelopes, brochures, all types of banners, flyers, promo items, booklets, carbonless forms, invitations, rubber stamps, photos, and all your printing needs. You can find them on 1900 East Dublin Granville Road, Columbus, Ohio 43229, or you can give them a call on 614-888-2201. Believers Attire is a Christian themed t-shirt which aims to start conversations and to motivate and affirm our trust in God. If you want one of their shirts, they have different shirts. Fear ends where faith begins. God is my president. You are worthy, capable, and amazing. My personal favorite, leave it to God and go to sleep, and so many, many more. With Christmas coming up, you can get one, you can get a few for your friends, your family, your employees, your co-workers, and the whole 9 yards. If you want one, or if you want, 2, 3, 4, 20, 100, 1,000, they got you. You can give them a call on 220-465-0822. RG Kids Portrait. They specialize in maternity kits and baby shoots. It comes with decor. They are presently running their Christmas special. You don't want to miss out on it. It's great deals happening. Reach out to them on Instagram. It's RG_kids_portrait. Or you can give them a call on 614-254-2151. Akuba, for all your skin and hair care needs. It's all natural. The ingredients are created to protect your skin and your hair while elevating it. If you want one of Akuba, they are currently running their Black Friday sale. It ends on Sunday, which is tomorrow at 11:59. You don't want to miss out on it. If you want one, you can reach out on www.akuba.com, or you can give us a call on 614-584-1845. Now that's it for our sponsors. Thank you. Now let's get the show started. I am here with a man who needs no introduction. My new favorite thing to call him is the bull-headed melanin man, the one and only, the God himself. How are you, Kumasi?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's Saturday.
It is.
Why'd you look half asleep?
I've not slept for, I would say 2 days now.
Why is that? Are you okay?
Yeah, because I'm planning and plotting.
Yeah, I'm excited about the planning and plotting that you've been doing. It's going great.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I really want to tell them what is you're planning and plotting, but I can't snitch. Like, I'm itching.
You can't say anything.
Something in me is burning just to snitch. Can I just
No, please don't.
tear a little bit piece? No, okay. Well, guys, I guess I have to keep the secret. I'm not good at keeping secrets, but yeah. So, Thanksgiving week. So today we're going to talk about gratitude and family dynamics. So what are you thankful for? Since we had Thanksgiving, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my family, my people, and when I say family, it's not just biological. Like when I say family, it's everybody that I'm associated with, everybody that I have dealt with this whole year. I'm thankful for, because it's not easy for somebody to even donate their time to you.
Yeah.
You know that is not easy, especially in this country where time is money. You know, in Africa, time is not money. You know, we just waste time like that. But in this country, time is money. So for anybody to believe in you and donate their time to you, I'm really thankful for those people. And I would say, God bless you guys. All the people that are in my inner circle, people that believe in me, people that even listen to me and think that this guy can make sense. You know, those people, I would say God bless them, and I'm thankful for my life too. You know, this year has not been easy. Yeah, this year has been one of the hardest for me, but what can we do? We just have to stick to the core of it, stay true to ourselves, and just make things happen. Okay? So I'm gratitude for.
Oh, that's really nice.
Thanks.
You know, one of the things when I was growing up was my family used to do that, right? During Thanksgiving, my mom would make sure we all go around the table and say what we're thankful for, right? Okay. And I hated it.
You had a good mother.
My mom used to, it was a force. Yeah. I hated it.
Yeah, you had a good mother to instill that in you. That's really good. Mm-hmm. I wish I had that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aww. I used to hate it when she did that though.
But now you understand why. But now,
like, when I got older, I'm like, I realized that, you know, as adults, we are always on the go. Sometimes we don't pause to be grateful for, you know, what we have, like the little that we have. So, yeah, this year, I'm really, really thankful to God because I'm thankful for my growth this year. This year has tested my gangster.
How?
This year tested my gangster. Like, financially, it tested my gangster. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, I was drained this year. But I feel like this year, I'm really, really thankful for my growth. Because I feel like every day I'm becoming better. I'm thankful for life. And yeah, because I made a promise to God. I was like, this year, I don't want to see a hospital except if it's for like regular checkups. And I can honestly say, by far, God has been good. So I'm really thankful for that. I'm thankful for my family. I feel like my family got closer this year. Like my entire family, got closer. And yeah, like you said, biologically or non-biological, I'm really, really thankful for my family. My family is really great. My friends, I don't have none, but the ones I have. And I'm thankful for this show, actually. This show, I feel like, has changed a few things about me. Because like now...
Really?
Yeah, this show, all that matters. I'm really, really thankful for it. Yeah, because it's like now it's like there's certain things I'm just like, okay, I have to change up a little bit. Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Maybe you see like when you're doing a show like this, there's like some type of, I won't say pressure, but people are always looking like, what is next? What are they going to do? What is she, besides the radio, what does she do out there, right? Because somebody actually made that comment to me, like when I see you on here, I always think, you know, you're different out there, but you're really nice. But I feel like it has helped me grow in a way that like I don't just act anyway, because it's like I feel like there are a few people that might look up to you. So it's like I just don't do certain things. Like when I go out, now it's like maybe not fake it, but like I have to
tone it down.
Tone it down, yeah, because I'm a very hyper person. You know, I'm very hyper. I'm very loud, so I tone it down a little bit. So yeah, I'm thankful for this show. I'm thankful for the people that watch it because they are amazing. But yeah, so while we're talking about thankfulness, family dynamic. What was your family like growing up?
Oh God!
Did you guys do the whole Thanksgiving thing, or you guys didn't?
Nah, we're from Africa. We don't do Thanksgiving.
Kumasi, you came to America because I was thinking about it. Every time you say you're from Africa, Kumasi, you came to America when you were young too.
I wasn't young.
Kumasi, how old were you when you came to America?
Yo, I've only been here.
It's been more than 10 years.
Oh yeah.
It's been more than 15 years.
Yeah, around there.
You old, stop.
Around there. I was over 30 years when I came here. I was like basically 30 years. Let's say 28 thereabout. I wasn't a young guy. I was grown.
But you were my age when you came here.
Yeah, if I was your age when I came here, look at it. Think about
it.
like I'm saying, like if so look at it from this point of view. Wherever that you went to high school at, that's where your growth is. Because your growth actually ends at high school.
Damn.
Yeah. Your feet don't grow again.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine got smaller though.
You are shrinking.
No, literally. I lost 10 pounds and now my shoes are
I'm saying like it's like that. So anywhere you live, elementary school now, but when you hit puberty, adolescence, whatever it is, what you know, you know. So you guys that didn't see that in Ghana, no, Momoye. I actually worked in Ghana, like work.
You know, every time you say you were youth,
so
Ghana, I'm like,
I'm Ghana, like young. I can't. Yeah, no, I didn't come here young.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I didn't come here young.
I'm looking at you sideways.
Yeah.
But how's your family dynamic like growing up? Like, what did you grow up on? So
I grew up on boarding house. That's so I didn't really have a family dynamics. But okay, I would say this is how mine was. My mother had me very early, right? So my mom and dad were not together. My dad's side want me to be with them. My mom's side want me to be with them. My mom want me to be with my dad's side.
Oh, wow.
You know, so you understand that conflict. So it's like I'm always moving around. I'll go to the boarding house. When it's time for us to vacate from the boarding house, I have to pick where I will have to go. So I didn't really have like home, like this is my home until the time came when I my step. So basically, I was living with my how do you call this? My grandma from my paternal side. I was living with my grandma from the paternal side. Then my mother-in-law, did I say my mother-in-law? My stepmom wasn't happy about it because of how they were treating me. So my stepmom made a decision, I'm not going to live there again. So they put me in the boarding house. Oh, wow. You know, they put me in the boarding house, and I've been in the boarding house all my life. And so it's like, that's why I value friendship, because the people that I grew up with were all I have in the boarding house. Yeah. Like my friend, like my best friend, he's in New York now. Yeah. You know, and the other one is in New Jersey. They are all I have, because these are the people that held me down when, you know, I didn't have anybody around me. So I didn't really have a home that I would say, oh, my name and papa, we are watching TV, or oh, wow, hey, we are doing this. And my story is crazy, because at the age of, I would say, 12 years, I had my own place by myself. Like when I say my own place, like my own place by myself. So it's like my mom is living in this building, and I'm living at, let's say, where Rise.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
By yourself?
Yeah, by myself.
At 12?
Yeah.
Is that legal?
Yeah, well, from Africa.
Oh, wow.
So I was exposed to a lot of stuff at a very tender age, you know. Yeah, that's my story. So I don't really have, you know how people say, oh, this is a routine that we do and all that. Nah, my routine is the boarding house. Wake up at 4 a.m. Wow. Every day. That is my routine. That's why, me personally, whatever anybody does in this world, it doesn't surprise me, because I've seen it all. Like, being from going to the boarding house at the age of 9, living by myself at the age of 12, you know, having to, because when you are in the boarding house, you wash your clothes, you know, you do your stuff by yourself. And looking at that age where I was in the boarding house, I've seen it all. Went through the boarding house system to secondary school. I went through the boarding house. By the time I was done with secondary school, I was a grown adult. There's so many things a lot of people at my age were not exposed to that I was exposed to. So nothing surprises me. This is life.
Oh, wow. No, because the reason I asked is because I think it was yesterday. I was having a conversation with my little sister and a friend of ours. And one of the things I realized is that family dynamics shape who you are.
Of course.
Because we're talking about, you know, I won't say love language, but like what you grew up on, sometimes it becomes you. So it's like when you are with a partner or when you're around friends who don't understand what you grew up on, sometimes it makes it hard.
Of course.
You know? Like me per se, right? In the African community, I really don't think it's like a popular thing to hear like your parents say, I love you, right? But me personally, I can honestly say I had the experience of my mother or my siblings, even my grandmother back in Ghana. And I'll say my grandparents as well, because I grew up with my grandparents before I moved with my mom when I was 12, right? But I feel like growing up with my grandmother, my grandfather grew up went to school in London. So, of course, he's a little westernized a little bit. And then him bringing it to Ghana, he kind of trained my grandmother. But, like, when my grandma is one of the people, she didn't go to school.
Your grandmother will learn from your grandpa.
Yes. She didn't go to school, but when she watches him do it, he does it too. So, I grew up on, oh, baby, I love you, little girl. You know, I love you. I miss you, right? And then my mom is the same way. My mom is the lovey-dovey type. Sometimes it's beyond me. And then I grew up on that. And so when you grew up, and then when my dad is like the typical Ghanaian dad. So I remember one time recently I told my dad, I love you. He was like, okay. I was like, hey. Yeah. I was like, wait, hold on. So I had to stand up. I was like, Daddy, I said I love you. He said, but I said okay. And we kind of went back and forth for a little bit. I'm like, when I say I love you, you're supposed to say I love you back. Even when he came here, right? I was like, when I say I love you, you're supposed to say, when I say I love you, does it do anything for you? And it bothered my soul. Like if I say it affected, like I was so upset about it because I was like, I want.
Why? This man doesn't.
Like, don't you love me? He was like, didn't I fly? Like this is when he came. Right? I was like, he was like, didn't I fly and come? Didn't I buy tickets? I was like, but that is not. I want you to say the words because the words, you know, it means a lot to me. And he was like, I'm not used to that. Yeah. So he just.
That is not our dynamics. We don't do things like that.
We had like a full. I'm like, bruh. okay, but you need to learn. You've lived in America for over 20 years.
Of course.
You need to learn. And he was like, but that's not how I grew up. So yesterday when I was having this conversation with my sister, and then my sister says when she's with a person, the person doesn't say, I love you. Or when she has friends, right, and she says, I love you, and they don't respond. Because it was a conversation I brought up. And we're like, if the person doesn't respond, they feel like, you know, the person doesn't love them because that's not what they grew up on.
Right.
And there are certain things, like me, I grew up on Thanksgiving. I think as I got older was when, like, my siblings don't really care for the whole us having dinner at the table, the 9 yards. But this is what I grew up on. So I realized that even recently when Thanksgiving is coming up and Christmas, I feel some type of way. Because the dynamic I grew up on is no longer the same. So it has really affected me. You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
And I realized that a lot of people, because yesterday I was talking to a friend, and the friend that was with me and my sister, and he was like, he feels heavy during Thanksgiving because he lost his parents. And half of his family is in Ghana. And what he grew up on, which is the whole family coming together and all. So yesterday he was really depressed. And I didn't know that. So Thanksgiving, I just shot a text. I think he texted me at midnight. So I just shot back, oh, happy Thanksgiving. And I didn't realize that, you know, he was depressed because I just thought, let's keep it going. So we're talking to me. He was like, I was really depressed because I'm not used to this whole thing. And he's with a girlfriend who also doesn't care about the whole 9 yards. And that is really affecting him. So, like, the dynamic he grew up on is not the same. And he's trying to force this person to do it. But this person is like, Charlie.
That's how the equally yoke come in.
Wait, that cannot work with equally yoke, though.
It can.
What do you mean?
Because our dynamics will never be the same. Like I told you, my wife was raised in Abuja.
Yeah.
I was raised in Ghana. Me, the only time anybody said I love you to me is a sexual partner. Nobody say I love you to you where I grew up. Like, we don't go.
What are you going to say it like that?
Yeah. Anybody that will tell you I love you is somebody that you are sleeping with or somebody that sleeps with you.
Oh, dang.
Like, I'm serious.
You always feel bad for you when you talk. Like, I feel so sad.
It doesn't bother me.
It's okay. I just want you to know life on air. I love you, bro.
You know, it doesn't.
You don't feel it?
I feel it. Okay. It doesn't even bother me because I understand.
Oh, wow.
I know my mom loves me. She doesn't have to tell me. She loves me based on the things that she does for me. She loves me. She makes me know that when she's struggling to do things for me, you know. I see that. That's how she tells me. She doesn't really have to. That is what I grew up on. My grandfather loves me because my grandfather will basically be the only person that will advise me. Don't do this. When you do this, this is that.
And you define that as love?
Yeah. He's only advising me because he loves me. He wants me to turn out better. You know what I'm saying? So our dynamics is not like how you guys, every night, if your father, they didn't tell you they love you, you all get pissed off. That's not that's not how we grew up on. You know? I'm not saying it's not good, but I'm not saying ours is bad either.
But then that would be hard, though. Like, if you say that, that's really hard. How? So, like, let's say a woman like me that I grew up on, you know, I grew up with my mom and my grandparents, right. And I heard, I love you, you know, I care about you. Like, me, words are very important to me.
Okay.
And some people really will feel like, oh, maybe you're doing too much. But words for me, like, words of affirmation is my love language. Okay. Right? You can choose not to buy me gifts. You can choose not to do anything. As long as words of, if you affirm me, I'm like, oh, okay, this person, because words are important. So somebody like me that I grew up on that, and I meet a person who is not the whole I love you person, I would be bothered. Right. But maybe the person's perfect for me.
Start getting used to it. Cause
then that's not fair if you say I should get used to it. Then I'd rather be with somebody who...
But you need to...
You say equally yoked.
But you need to understand that our dynamics are different. You know, our dynamics are different, you know? It's very different. Like, you got to understand that people cannot force themselves to do things that you think is right.
I get it, but you can't compromise. I feel like as people...
But people got to get to a certain point in life to be able to understand that. Mm-hmm. Like you saying people have to compromise. That's why most men will be like, why you think I'm busting my ass off? Why you think I'm working this hard? Mm-hmm. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for you. So if you prefer I love you, then I'll stay home and tell you I love you every day. I'll make a music for you. If that's what you want, I'll call Chevy. He's going to give you some beat and we're going to just, I love you, I love you, I love you all day. You want that?
The day Chevy drops her whole sound about I love you, that's the day I'll fire him myself.
That's what you want? Bro, we are different. Like the way we grew up. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not saying ours is bad. I'm not saying ours is good. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, there be a better to be, and how the impact that it has on you. Mm-hmm. You know, like when you go to Ghana right now, Accra to the Dinyame, somebody that was raised in Dinyame is different from somebody that was raised for Aswase. Mm-hmm. Aswase go-getters, hardcore, that is the lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Even here in America, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
The kid that was raised in Dublin is not the same as the kid that was raised in
East Side.
What street you think I was?
East Side. Livingston.
Or maybe
that's what I told about the East Side.
Or maybe the one that I say it all the time.
Maybe don't go far. People raised on Coral and people raised in Westerville. It's a whole different vibe.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. Even in Besley.
Yeah.
Besley.
Gangster Besley.
The two Besleys.
Yes.
Right? It's the same thing. Same thing. Mm-hmm. So we are not the same. There are some people that they tell them, oh, I love you, I love you. In Ghana, I love you is sissy.
Dang.
Like, no, your parents are not going to tell you. They love you for what? You are not your parents' friend.
My grandparents were in Ghana.
But you said your grandparents...
Well, he went to school in America, yeah.
This man was westernized, went to school in England,
Cambridge,
came to Ghana, and decided he's going to practice that lifestyle. Yeah. So it affected his wife, right? And the kids.
I feel like me.
Right? Where I'm from.
Yeah.
Yo, I went to school at Moshi Zongo. That's where I went to school. Have you heard of it? That's why
I went to school.
I went to Kumasi High School, where people fight with machetes. That's where I went to school.
What school did you go
Kumasi
to?
High School.
Survival of the fittest.
I went to a school where students can fight, where they will invite the army to come in. That's why I went to school, Kumasi High School.
I'm sorry.
Have you heard of the Buffalo unit in Ghana?
No.
I went to a school where the students can decide they are going to fight all night. And then they will have to invite the Buffalo unit to come to the school to sleep with us for the whole night. Guard the school the whole night. That's why I went to school. That's why I don't back down. You have to be fit to survive. That's what I mean when anybody does something to me, I look at them like, if I want to respond, I come with, I'm a heavyweight. Like, if I really want to respond to you,
yeah.
I'm a heavyweight. The only reason why I'm not going to respond to you is because I don't see you that as a person that I should even waste my strength on. That is how I wasn't raised on I love you. I went to school where we didn't even have beds. We sleep on the trunk. You go to school, people take your mattresses. You know what a trunk is?
Yeah, I know what a trunk is.
Okay. Do you know what a trunk is, Chevy?
It was decoration in my mom's room.
Chevy, you don't know what a trunk is.
You know what a trunk? It looked like a box.
Car trunk.
No, it looked like a box. It's like a metal. It's a metal box. It's a metal box.
That is what I slept on.
I'm gonna show you.
I slept on it 1 year. I didn't have a mattress. Somebody took my mattress. Not that my mother didn't buy a mattress for me. Somebody took my mattress. That's how I lived my whole life. You think I'm going to be worried about somebody? You think I'm going to be standing there for somebody to come tell me they love me? Nobody loved me. I'm fighting my way through. When I get out, I get out. That's how I see it.
Have you watched the show Survival of the Fittest?
I haven't seen it.
Have you watched Hunger Games?
I haven't seen
it. You went through Hunger Games. He went through Hunger. You were surviving Hunger Games, bro.
We were raised. And it's not only me. He experienced that too.
Who?
He experienced GM. He experienced that too.
Jesus.
We went to these places where you can go to school and somebody can take all your food and take all your money. And then you have 3 months to leave.
Is that right?
It's not about what
like the teacher.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to switch the conversation, but like I don't want to switch the conversation. By the way, did the school not do it? Can you report it to somebody?
Damn, man, I've seen students going to teachers and report stuff, and the teachers will tell you go and die. Nobody give a damn.
What producer? We were lucky.
Yeah, you guys are very lucky.
Really?
That's why I keep telling you that you guys. You have no reason to even complain.
That is interesting, though.
Look at this guy. This guy is saying the truck means car truck. Where are you even going to get a truck? In Ghana, it's called boot.
I know it's called a trunk. I know it's strong because my mom used to have one for decoration in our basement. I'm sure you've seen it before. When normally watch old movies, it's normally decoration in their home. That's all because it was a decoration. It's like red and black, right?
Yeah, it's mostly red and black.
My mom had one. It was sad.
It's mostly red and black. That's how we lived. It's a hard course, survival of the fittest. So if you can go through these school systems, we were raised where, okay, so you know how y'all go to school, you don't even do anything? When we go to school, we actually work. We do the grounds work. Like we work, weed, sweep
mow the
lawn with cutlass and machetes. Not like you are weeding with a mower or anything like that. That is how we grew up. Nobody's going to tell you they love you. You get beat where teachers don't even like you. They beat you because they don't like you. Your face is not good enough for them. They beat you. That's how we grew up. So
that's illegal.
Okay, that's how you would say.
Thank God I'm in America.
That's how you would say. But
wow,
it's the normal lifestyle. It's the common lifestyle. It's the normal lifestyle that we were all raised on.
Wow.
And anybody that went to school in Ghana can attest to what I'm saying. So you look at me telling you I went to the boarding house at the age of 9. Seen all this.
You struggled.
I've seen all this.
Okay, perfect. Okay, since we're talking about that, right? So you go to school, you're dealing with all of this craziness. What was your family communication dynamic like? So like, were you able to go home and tell your mom or your parent or your grandmother?
You go home and complain you were a sissy. That is the lifestyle. That's how everybody is living. Like, it's gonna be a time in life that you're gonna be the one beating other people, taking stuff from other people. How you gonna go home and say, oh, they took this?
That is a toxic cycle.
Man, let me tell you something. You can call it anyhow you want to call it. That is the dynamics that we grew up on.
No, the reason why I ask, right? So that's what you grew up on, right? Because I remember when I was younger, I went to a private school, and we had this is Ghana, right? And we had a French teacher, right, who accidentally beat me by mistake. I don't know if it was on mistake or it was on purpose, right? And my grandparents went to the school and warned them because I came home crying. Right? It happened again. Was she a German teacher? It was a German teacher. The same thing happened.
You get a chance to go to school where you have German teachers.
Yeah, I took French, German. I went to a private school there. Thank God for my parents. Thank God for my grandparents. I can honestly say that. Thank God for my grandparents. But no, I grew up in a family where I can come home, tell my grandparents, this is what has happened to me, and they are ready to like go to war. Like kind of World War III, right? So that's what I'm used to. Like, okay, I always need somebody to defend me because this is what I grew up on.
Right.
And then you can also come back and have a conversation with them like, this is how I'm feeling emotionally. This is what I'm dealing with mentally. And and this is Ghana. My grandparents, we are very old school, will literally sit there and listen, right? And then they were never like, my uncle was more of like, let me grab a cane and whip a child, right? But they were more of like, let me have a conversation. Because they feel like,
because your grandfather was
westernized. But I was with my grandmother. She's more village style. But for her,
understand that. But look at this. You got to understand that your grandfather was the leader of the house. Your grandmother was looking up to him. Yeah. So anything that he does goes to your grandmother.
Okay.
So it's easy for your grandmother to follow.
So you guys' communication style was not like, Sin, I want to know your feelings. Like me, when I come home, right, and my face is sad, the first thing my grandmother will shut everything down and carry me. There was a restaurant in Ghana called Bocadillos. Takra, they call Bocadillos. I think it's still there. And she would take me, the chicken and chips, right? And she would buy it or whatever I want to eat that day.
Right.
And then she would sit there with me. Right. And she wants to make sure what happened. Are you okay? Do you need to, what the whole 9 yards about it. Like, right. And she would sit and have that, because I feel like you're coming. But no, she would sit and let me talk about my feelings. Like, you know how my therapist does now? That's what my grandmother used to do, right? Okay. So this is the type of relationship I grew up. So for me, even now, I think I grew up with it. That even now, like when something happens, I want to sit down. Let's have a conversation. Right. How do you feel?
Right.
What happened? What is
Right.
going on with you in your head?
Right.
Do you want to talk about it? Do you need to go out and breathe? I still do that now because I'm not the type that will go fight. Like, baby, I ain't got strength. I'm too cute for that.
Right.
So I want to talk about it. And that's what I grew up on because this is what molded me. And even with my parents, when I moved here with my mom is more like she will yell, whatever, but she also wants to sit and talk about your feelings. Or she
Right.
will just shut down and ignore you.
Right.
But I got beat though. She'll beat you because my mom is the whole don't spare the rod, you spoil the child kind of person, right? So growing up on that, now that I'm older, I'm still on that. I want to have a conversation, right? Is that what so you didn't have that at all?
When you come from outside, right? Let's say I'm coming from outside and I'm coming home all pissed off. What they will tell you is a tiwanim. That's it. Be
They won't
happy.
ask you what's wrong.
Why should anybody ask you what's wrong? This life is wrong in the first place. Where we are from, the life is wrong in the first place. So you just have to face it.
I feel like that's not right though.
Well,
Do you know why I say that's not right?
well,
If I was a female and I go out there and something has happened.
nobody asks you what has happened to you. You got to tell us. If you don't tell us, nobody have time for
But if I come home and I'm crying or I'm sad, sometimes I need you to ask. Like, you know how sometimes I come out,
Well,
I'm waiting for my brother to ask me what's wrong, and I can tell him.
We're raised here. I'm telling you, the young girls that are in Ghana, if there's something bothering them, they know they got to go to their people and tell them this is bothering them. So that's why the young girls will always go to their big brother and tell them. Like, somebody did this to me. This person did this to me.
Wow.
I don't have time, bro. I don't have time to be coming to you and you know how and especially when you ask them and they want you to keep asking and asking and asking. We don't have time. Where we grew up, like, we don't have time to be doing all that. It's not like we don't care, right? We do care, but that's our dynamics. That's how we do things. That's how things are done. And that's why most of the time when somebody is raised in, like, I was raised in a report, Bantama, Swami, that area, Moshizongo. That's the area that I was raised in, right? If me free that area, America, let me see a young girl that was born here that is thinking like, oh, every Friday we got to go to the restaurant to eat. We got to do. No. Our dynamics are not like that. We don't do that. We save money for rainy days.
Yo,
money.
that was this guy that did that to me, and I was like, bruh,
Yeah, that's
don't do this.
That's that. Yo,
Really?
Yo, we need to buy a car for mama. We need to make sure that we get a place for mama. Mama is probably living. Yo, have you seen 300 people living in one house before? I'll take you to Kumasi and show you 300 people living in one house, one bathroom.
300 people, one guy.
300.
That is unsanitary. I am. Oh Jesus!
but-
That just gave me a migraine.
But what about?
The people.
but what about the one without the toilet?
It's me.
300 people living in one house. 300 people living in one house. One room. The toilet is converted into a room. Have you seen like 50 people sleeping? How do we even say it? GM, how do we even say it? If you know, in the corridor of the house. In the corridor of the house, that's in the fence. That's how people sleep overnight. In the morning, they grab their stuff, and then they don't have time to be telling you they love you.
That's consecration camp.
Well, you can call it anyhow you want.
Did you think about that, bro? That's consecration camp.
Call it anyhow you want to call it.
Really? Are they family or just random people?
Family, random people. Yo, somebody got to sleep somewhere. Have you seen these houses that Dr. Likey have been using for their short skits? Those kind of big, huge story building houses.
Compound house. Is that what they call it? Compound house.
Yes, you can go into one of these houses and you have like 400 people living in this house. You'll be surprised.
My grandparents owned a compound. Oh, they did it different.
You know, so you go to one single room. There's a mother, there's a father, 8 kids.
Oh, those I've heard of.
And sometimes they have friends that come and sleep with them. So you're looking at it like, when it's raining, that's where people grab their stuff and they got to find somewhere to sleep. These people that are in this environment don't have time to be telling you I love you.
Wow.
So in
That's
as much
crazy.
in as much as that you expect certain things from people, you have to also look into their background.
Yeah,
It's not like they don't care. They care. But how you gonna change a guy that have lived this life all his life? His main focus is to make sure that his wife, his kids don't go into that system again. That's his focus. His focus is going to make money. His focus is not to take you to restaurants. His focus is not going to be sitting there and say, oh, I like words of affirmation, so affirm me. We don't have time for that.
Well, then we're going to stick with where we... No, you know, I find that funny because there was this guy, right? I remember I picked the restaurant because this guy was going on a date with, right? This was a while ago.
Oh, man. Somebody say, yes, tell her.
We were going on a date, right? And I chose... This was before Rooftop. I forgot the name of the restaurant. It's downtown. And I had picked the restaurant. This guy Googled how much a plate will cost, right? Let me tell you the funny part.
Yeah.
After he Googled it, he converted it from dollars to cities. And that was the day I was like, I'm not going on this date. He converted every plate, bruh. I was seeing it shaking. I was like, bruh, we in America. He was like, but Charlie, this is $1,000. I'm like, yo.
But you look at it from this point of view. This is a kid, right? Probably never had his own privacy in his life. His mother, his father, probably sometimes his mother is still living in the same room with the grandmother. Like, think about it. You think this guy got a chance to be spending $10 on a plate? You think he got that chance? He doesn't. He want to take mama from that house, grandma, get him a house. This guy have this burden first before any other thing. Before any other thing. That's why anytime I speak to you, I tell you, take your time. It's not easy. You may not understand. Because I know that if I explain certain things to you, you will not understand it.
Yeah.
I'm in that situation. I do understand. I have seen it. I've seen kids that have come to the boarding house come with no food. No food. All they are going to rely on is dining. Some people, Kumasi High School, when they ring the bell, whoever gets there first is the person that finished the food. So it's not like we are waiting for anybody. One person
it could not happen with us.
Okay.
Me and him are looking like
one person could just run into the dining hall. So we call it offside. We call it offside. One person can just walk into the dining hall. I mean, before the time, they are waiting. But look at it like when you are in Form 1, you are working at that time. Before they ring the bell for dining, you are working as a Form 1 student. You are working. They always got something for you to do. These guys are ready to go in there and bust in there and take all the food. By the time you get a chance to get in there, the food is gone. That's the life that we live.
I thank God for America's system.
I've seen people come to school with no money. People are struggling.
How will they survive?
We will find a way to survive. So when this child comes to America and he's making $12 an hour and you telling him that he should spend $22, $24 because he want to have a date with you, ain't happening.
For me, if you're growing up on that kind of struggle,
it ain't happening. Most of us did.
This is sad.
And most of us did.
I feel bad for Ghanaian men.
Yeah, most of us did.
And women, though. Some women
most of us did. Like, you know how... I can tell you so many things right now. Like, it's crazy. Most of us did. We live in this era.
So you guys grew up on, like, hustle and struggle.
Everything about our life is a hustle. You know how it would take you to even get a car to go to school in the morning?
I had a driver.
Like, you have no idea. I know people that have walked like 3 or 4 miles just to go to school. 3 or 4 miles. There's still, even in Ghana right now, there's still people in Ghana right now. There's still people that have to cross river. They will stay on a canoe just to cross to go to school. You think this kid come to America and then he's so much in love that he want to spend $25 a plate. But you think about it, $25. It's huge money for this guy. You may call him whatever you want to call. You don't know the story.
You know one thing about me.
The reason why I'm saying you may, and I'm not saying you.
Okay, because I'm not that type of person.
You can call or say whatever you want to say. You don't know our story.
I personally feel like, but then if you put it in that perspective, I get where you come.
I gave $20,000 to be able to come to America. The guy is on me. You want me to meet a girl and go spend $300 a night?
Okay,
I have to pay for that money. I have to pay for that money. I have to pay for my mama. I have to pay for my sister. I have 4 sisters, 5 sisters, 2 brothers. They are all waiting on me. The moment I made it to America, they are all praying that our problems are solved. Yeah. You think I have time to be spending $300 on a woman? I don't.
Hey, Dad, he took it very personal.
I don't.
We were only talking about family dynamic. Calm down.
The dynamics.
He's like ready, like calm.
I'm just telling you the dynamics.
Wow, you really wanted to have this conversation. You needed to get it out, huh?
I'm glad I
feel bad.
Like I'm telling you, there's a lot of guys that have left good women because the women that they understand their backstory.
Do you feel like it's communication? Okay, I can only...
How am I even going to communicate to you?
Okay, I can use myself as an example.
If I tell you I have lived in a house that I never have a toilet in the house, I'll
be like, oh...
Do you even understand?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
Like, when you have a diarrhea and there's no toilet in your house. Like, do you understand?
That is struggle.
You will know of it, but you never understand.
I will not understand.
You've never lived out.
But I feel like I get it.
Where I have to run somewhere in the bush to go ease myself. Anytime I want to ease myself, I have to run to the bush. Mm-hmm. Do you understand that? Like, do you really understand that?
I do understand.
Have you even thought about it? Like, I could be bitten by a snake, a scorpion, or anything like that.
That's what I'm saying. I do understand.
That's the lifestyle, especially when it is at night and your tennis dangling in the bush. Do you understand that?
I personally feel like every Ghanaian man can survive on survival of the fittest now. You know what I mean? Actually, no, but like, okay, I understand where you are coming from. If you want to talk about it on a relationship aspect, I understand where you're coming, but I feel like it's all communication. No, the reason is you don't expect that. No, then it's not fair. You don't expect that because I didn't grow up with the struggle you grew up with. I'm automatically supposed to shrink myself just because you struggled. Do you get what I'm saying? You can't expect that because you struggle. I'm supposed to shrink my happiness and struggle with you. Maybe we should both understand and come to a compromise state that, okay, you grew up this way, I grew up this way. We're going to change one or two things.
I'm rather Kwanansi.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite song. It's on remake, replay.
Like you wouldn't even understand. You have to live that kind of lifestyle to understand. Yo, when I'm telling you that, okay, how you gonna feel? You walk in the house, the water is on, and when me and my wife get together, we were always clashing on that.
Why? What happened?
She will be brushing her teeth and she has a tap on.
Yeah, that's what
She's brushing her teeth and the tap is full like that. Babe, you gotta shut that up. This water bill. Shut it. She's not good. That's how she was raised. Wow. Right? That's how she was raised. You know how I was raised? 2 people bathing in that little
bucket?
That little bucket in the body house. 2 people sharing that. Sometimes you feel like you're still soap, you just clean it. That's how we were raised.
Yeah, the shower is still running. And I'm still...
You know how you are running the shower?
Yeah, I shower with the shower on.
Have you ever lived in an environment that you don't even have water for a minute?
No. Because we had the black one. So what is it called? What is that giant black one? Yeah, we had that in the bag. When they shut it out, we had it.
In Ghana have the money to even... They don't have the money to even afford accommodation than to even think about, I'm going to get a polytag.
I need to stop talking because then I feel very privileged.
It's for rich people. You guys are very privileged.
I feel very privileged. You guys God bless my grandparents. They worked really hard.
Very, very privileged. You guys are.
Yeah, my grandparents worked hard.
And when I say you guys, I'm talking about especially the kids that were raised in America, born in America, and they're complaining how they are not getting...
Maybe in Ghana. I just want to
when they are not getting Jordans. And do you know... Yo, let me tell you this.
I got the first Jordans and I was in Ghana.
You know the rice called jasmine?
Of course, it's me.
The jasmine rice? You see the bag?
Yeah.
That bag? That's how people come to school. That's where they
have they used to put their books in there. Yeah, there was a kid in my school like that.
That's how they have their
books in. I was about to say what bag I used to take to school, but I have to keep quiet or else.
I'm telling you, people
wow.
People have gone through a lot of stuff in this life, and it's not even funny. Like when you are talking about it, like I said, if I'm explaining it to you, you will never know. You will never. It's like a man trying to understand how painful pregnancy is.
You never understand.
Will never understand.
Okay, let me read comments. Kissinger McMill, he said fabulous. Thank you. Whitewood, hi Kojo. He said yes. Tell her, boy, bye. You grew up privileged too. Stumpley said, please tell her take your time to educate her for her to understand and deal with the reality. First, I want to comment on that. Because it's your reality does not mean it has to be my reality.
But the reality
I'm so sorry.
If you're gonna be with me, that's gonna be your reality.
But I understand. But
you
because
can't take that part of my life out.
No. I'm not saying we should, because a lot of times when people talk about their privilege and what they were lucky to have, some people that have been through a struggle feel like you don't have the right to speak on that because you didn't go, or you don't understand. I'm sorry, because my grandparents worked hard and gave me that lifestyle does not mean I'm supposed to always shrink it.
Neither does it mean...
It's like I can't speak on it because you struggled.
Neither does it mean my grandparents didn't work hard.
No.
My grandparents
you see, that's the problem.
That's the same problem.
No.
Like, the dynamics that you're trying to... It's the same dynamics that... This is how...
But a lot of times, have you realized that people that are privileged, we end up, it's like, stop talking. That's what just happened, because I'm talking about my privilege. But somebody just said the reality. Your reality is that, not my reality.
What he's trying to say. He's saying that I have to take my time
and explain it to me.
Explain it to you.
The reality.
No, hold on. So you can understand the reality that I am speaking about.
Okay, I understand your reality, and I respect that you went through that. But because the reason why, because I remember some time ago, it happened at church, an old church I used to be part of. And this lady was sharing the same story about her struggle, right? And then she was thinking, everybody else there were like, oh, I went through it. Oh, yeah, this is it. And at boarding school, I didn't have food. And so they asked Jasmine. And then Jasmine was like, oh, I didn't go through that. The whole, I think church, even for me, I didn't really experience it till I think I was 12, 13. And even that, I went to Accra, and then my grandfather took me on it. Right, and that was right when I was coming to America, was when I experienced it. And then when the lady was seeing, and I said that, and I was like, I had a driver since I was little. I had 3 mates. I don't call them mates, but house help, people that helped us, got me ready for school. I had that, and when I shared that, the lady was upset. Oh, and you don't understand life. I'm like,
of course you don't understand.
No.
She has every right to tell you that.
God, you don't understand.
All poor people don't like rich people.
And when I said that, and I was like, that was Ghana. Here, I've been through my struggles here in America as well. It may not be the same as yours. No, you see,
the American struggle. There's no struggle in this country, my girl.
Charlie, there is. There is.
Hey, let me tell you, when you go to Ghana, if you want to see the struggles, look at the legs of the females. Look at the marks and compare it to even the guys in America. You see a guy, no mark. Look at me. It wouldn't even show. Look. See the struggle?
Yeah. The holes there.
You have no
I
idea.
understand, and I respect everybody who has been through something. But at the same time, it is not our fault that maybe we didn't go through what y'all went through.
No. Nobody have said it's our fault.
Because it bothers me when people shrink our life. But you got to
understand that. You got to understand that. Every poor person is a matter of the rich guy.
Yeah, that's true.
That is weird.
I wasn't rich. I was comfortable. My parents were not rich. They were comfortable.
I'm just putting it in perspective. Even in America, everybody has. Everybody thinks Steve Jobs and what's his name? Bill Gates, Elon Musk. These guys are the reason why they are in this situation. Yeah. It's the reality of poverty.
Damn.
What I'm trying to tell you is, have you ever met any female that cannot even get a pad when she's in that cycle?
I met a few in Ghana.
Can you put yourself in that situation?
I cannot.
Can you even think about it? My wife went to Ghana and then she sat in Trotro and she's taking photos. I said, look at
I did that. I did that when I went to Ghana. And my auntie was like, for phone. Somebody will snatch the phone. I was like, oh, shit.
I said, look at this guy.
It's cute. It was vibe. I stood outside the Trotro and I took a picture.
Have you seen women, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, God. 4 a.m. mothers, like grandmothers, struggling just to get into a vehicle. Like literally fighting just to get in a vehicle. Because if they don't get in that vehicle, they don't know what they're going to eat the next day. They got to get it.
And I respect that.
I
respect your hustle.
Our hustles are different.
I respect your hustle.
When you live in this life for 20 years, you are groomed in it. You are raised in it. It becomes your identity. It becomes your DNA. Nothing can change you. You are room for life. So we are trying. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, we are really trying. When we are with you and we even get to sit down, nobody get to speak to me in a soft voice. Every word that was said to me in my life was with a yell.
Wow.
Stop that. The next one is a smack. The next one, sometimes they are throwing something at you. Sometimes, like, our stories are different.
Yeah, I feel like we're really opposite.
Like, yes, our
Come
story.
if you yell at me, my grandfather's calling the police.
You see how it is.
Oh yeah, I remember somebody. This is a funny story. I think I was 9. We went to this restaurant, right, and the lady yelled at me. No, okay, let me explain. My grandparents were on my dad's side were like army sergeants or like the what is Dampari?
IGP.
That kind of vibe. That was my grandparents, like the head of whatever. So they had the whole police on there, and the person yelled at me, and she didn't struck me, but like she kind of pushed my shoulder. My grandfather called the police on the lady. They didn't arrest her, guys. They didn't. It wasn't that. That was not the situation.
Well, yeah.
What was she at me back?
Where I live,
that's what it was.
Where I lived, when you call the police and say, "Hey, I'm Robertson's in my house," they say, "Can you catch them and bring them?" That's where I lived. That's where the cops are gonna tell you. Can you bring them to us?
You're lying.
Where I live, let me tell you where I live.
You're exaggerating.
When you report somebody to the police and they arrest the person, you are the one that's gonna give the person food. Where I lived.
Hold on. You robbed me. I said, hold on.
If Chevy does something bad to me and I go report and the police got Chevy's feeding is on me. Where I'm from.
Damn. Bro, what, bro?
I'm a hustler.
Wow.
We've lived this life, So
I understand.
So when we are trying, like, the little thing that you guys look at it like, oh, this guy is mean. I'm the lovely person in my whole. You know how you see me? Like, you know how you see me?
Yeah.
You think I'm mean?
You're the nicest.
I'm the nicest.
I want to see the rest. Wait, hold on. You are the nicest.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm the nicest. Do you think I'm mean? I'm the nicest.
I can't talk. You are the nicest.
I am.
How many?
So you look at me being the nicest. What I'm trying to say is,
wow,
you guys may not understand us. We may not understand you because we are
two different worlds.
Different cloth. You know how, and that's what I was trying to explain. When Yvonne Nelson and Sarkodie's situation came out, and how Sarkodie reacted to the situation. Oh, he's not intelligent. No. Where he's from, they fight. They are fighters. That's the same level that he's done his whole life to be where he is now. If you try to attack him in any way, shape, or form, he thinks you're trying to take something from me. He's not gonna. Don't even think like you came with a fork. He's coming with a gun.
Oh wow.
That's how it is. So we are trying so hard to understand you guys. It's not easy.
Wow.
So I basically try to rewire our DNA to be able to understand you guys.
Because I feel like then that would be a problem like in a marriage. Because the reason is because you grew up on maybe you yell, okay, spare the rod, spoil the child kind of vibe, right? And then maybe I grew up with, let's say, talk to the kid, kind of, let's communicate. I'm a slap you in a way, but I'm the type, let's sit and talk. That'll be a problem.
You know how they say a lot of men beat their women. Mm-hmm. You can say whatever you want to say about it. You can say whatever you want to say about it. Some women want their men to beat them because that is the environment they were raised in.
Some women want to be beaten.
I'm not saying it is good or it is right, but the environment, we can never take the environment off. Like we can never. You just said Livingston. You can never think about somebody that lives in Livingston his whole life and compare him to somebody that lives in Dublin somewhere and think their dynamics should be the same. Our dynamics will never be the same. When there's an area, when you're dealing with somebody, we just insult everybody. That's how we live. We just swear. We just curse at people. We just, somebody in his or her whole life, nobody has ever yelled at that person. Never yelled at that person. Me, if you don't even yell at me, I don't understand. Like, why are you so soft? So you look at a girl that was raised like me. Like, think about it.
That's interesting.
So I'm just saying that our dynamics are different. So the things that we say thank you to, where I'm from, nobody have time to come around and say, oh, I'm very grateful for your life. Let's do New Year's. How do they call it? New Year's resolution. My New Year's.
And your New Year resolution, like, what is your plan for the
every year is your New Year. Every day is your New Year. Oh. Something happens every day. Something happens every day. When you are from an environment, you know how when Jay-Z is telling his story where his neighborhood people get killed every day? Mm-hmm. You know, ours is not like that gun violence, but we see people being beaten. I've seen people that they've burned them alive before. I've watched people being... Haven't you experienced that? When somebody steals something, they just put tire around them, they burn them. They burn them alive. Mm-hmm. I've seen all this. I don't know what you guys are going to tell me. I've seen people get shot. I'd rather be shot than to be burned alive.
I've seen that somebody get shot too.
I've seen somebody being shot because that person stole a bow. A bow. I mean, being beaten to death because he stole a bow. You know, this is the environment that we are from. We don't make mistakes because you can't come out. You come to America, people just go to store and they take stuff and nobody can even say anything. Where I'm from, you take something, the whole community comes together. Grandma is coming from the kitchen with the kitchen stool. Everybody's coming to beat you. That's how we were raised. You can say, I have seen somebody, I'm Report Johnson. I have seen one guy that stole something and there was a police car over there. And you know how the Swami people, one of their cars, he ran into the police van. They grabbed him from the van, beat him to death.
And they sat there and watched, and the police watched.
What do you expect them
as a police at law enforcement?
What do you expect them to do? What do you expect them to do? If you have over 100 people coming at you, what would the police do? What would the police do? Shoot them? It's the same thing that happened at the January 6th. You have over thousands of people running at you. What are you going to do? American citizens, you going to shoot them down because they are coming at you? They want to enter the house. You leave them to go. Whatever they want to do, go do. That's how it is. That's the power of people.
I feel bad.
Yeah, they'll feel bad.
I want to wrap the show because I'm like shaking in my heart. It's like, dang, right now I can't be some privilege anymore.
We are good.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful to my
family. We're not good. We turned out right. We didn't have kids out of wedlock. We went to school. We were able to, we've not achieved, but at least what we've done, we've been disciplined. We've done all these kind of things.
No, privileged people, I got you. And on behalf of us privileged children, I am very good. I have accomplished. I don't have any kid out of wedlock. Yeah. Thank you. So I have done very well as well. I'm a very nice person, though. For a privileged child, I'm a very nice person.
Yeah, you are.
Because I know a few.
You are.
So I can, let me give myself credit. Just like I feel bad. It's like the show flipped and attacked me.
Yeah,
me and Chevy. Chevy, you are part. Chevy, we were here in America. You're part of it.
Yeah, Chevy.
I didn't have maids.
I had only two.
I like that, Chevy. I like that. You didn't have maids.
Wow,
There's
Chevy.
only one person that sits in this room that had 3 maids.
Yeah, we had 3.
Had private cars.
We had 3.
Waiting at her at school.
Yeah. I had 3. I had one that I had a driver. I remember. He took me to school and brought me back home.
Well,
Mr. Battels, I will never forget his name. Mr. Battels used to pick me up, and then there was one that used to take me.
Did you ever thought about the life of Mr. Battels?
My grandparents took very good care of him.
Did you think a grown-up man would want to be driving kids to school? You think that's what Mr. Battels really wanted to do?
And he was my grandmother's school. My grandparents owned the school as well. He was the driver for the school as well. So, yeah. I need to stop talking. No, I'm sorry. My parents worked hard. But I turned out very good. I feel like I turned out great. I'm sorry.
Me and him, we do not wait for anybody to tell us anything. That's the point.
What you mean?
I don't expect anybody to tell me, oh, Nana, you're handsome. Oh, you are good. Oh, you did this for me. You did that for me. I don't expect anything. We do not expect anything from anybody. But nobody will give you anything anyway. We're not raised like that. You know what I'm saying? We are expected to do stuff. Everything that I do, I know I'm expected to do it. Like when I'm dealing with you, when I will call Chevy and say, hey, Chevy, how are you doing? There's this guy, I check up on him all the time. And he said, I was trying to get him to do something for me one time, and he turned me down. He knew he should have done it for me. He turned me down, and I texted him a couple of weeks ago and said, hey, how you doing, man? he went and he told one guy that he never thought I would call to check up on him. I said, me, I don't expect anything from you. Like when I ask you something, it's because I need it. If you're gonna get it for me, fine. If you don't get it for me, I'll move on. I don't even expect anything from my wife. You think I'm gonna expect anything from my kids? Because I know the environment where I grew up in. Nobody expects anybody to do anything. You just get up and go get it. In the morning, you got to go join the line to get water to be able to take your bath to school. You know that. You know Monday morning they're going to check if you're wearing white socks. I don't know why they were doing that.
Oh, yeah, I went to that school. In the
dusty school. They are still waiting for you to wear a white socks. Yeah,
and your nails have to be clean.
And if you do not have the white socks, you're going to get beaten. So nobody will tell you that you need to wash your socks. We didn't expect anybody to tell us that. It's either you're going to prep your body for the canes or you're going to get up and wash it. Oh. It's two things. So we only have two options in our lives. It's either we're going to do this or we're not going to do it and face the consequences. That is the life that we were raised in. So when we come to America and they tell us do overtime, we don't get pissed off. We don't get pissed off because they say, oh, you have to mandate through. I'm happy because I want to go send some money to my mother. So I'm so happy. I'm even going to my bosses and say, hey, no overtime this weekend. That's what I want. That is my lifestyle. I want to be able to work. My wife used to tell me that, why is it that when you are in pain, you don't tell me? I said, what are you going to do about it? If I'm in pain, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do? I'm not going to make myself feel pity because I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I'm going to get up every day and go till the day that I can't get up again. And when I'm dead, I'm gone. That's it.
For me, right? Like she said, she wants to know when you're in pain. For me, then I'll keep asking, are you okay? Are you okay? You good? Good? Because I feel like, to me, my head is like, you're not telling me, so I'm just going to ask that you tell me. That's the type of person I am.
Now it pisses me off because you can't do anything.
This is what I grew up on.
Okay. Well, now you know.
Like me, when I'm quiet in my room, my mom will walk in or my siblings will walk in. Like my little sister, if I haven't called her the whole day, she would text me like 50 times, are you okay? Are you good? So this is what we grew up on.
Well, now you know.
Well, guys.
When you ask me if I'm okay and I say I'm good, I'm good. There's nothing you can do. Don't ask me anymore.
Dang. I feel like the general manager and then Kumasi are coming for me today.
In all fairness, what you going to do?
It's not like we're going to do something for us if we know maybe there's something we could do. Then we'll ask. If you say you're not okay, then I'm going to ask you, how may I help you?
Yo, you got to understand that you can't fix this. Bro, I slept on trunks.
No, okay.
Well, listen to me. I slept on trunks. They are not even. These trunks are not even. Some are bigger than the others. So I slept on this trunk. So I would put like 3 or 4 trunks together. One is up, one is kind of down. The other one is, I'm sleeping on this bumpy trunks all like for a whole year. You really think you can fix that problem?
We're not saying that we can fix it.
No. What I'm saying is, so when I'm in pain and you ask and I say I'm okay, I'm saying that I'm okay because nothing can be done about this situation. I'm messed up from infancy. There's nothing you can do about it. You know what my focus is? My focus is how I'm going to live a better life with you. That problem you are worried about, there's nothing you can do about it. Let it go, baby. Let's talk about something different.
You guys make us feel, it's like you guys want us to continue to like swallow what we desire just because you guys
desire my pain.
No, okay. I desire to cater for you. I desire to make sure you're okay. So if I'm asking if you're good, right? Maybe you might say,
that's why I say I'm good.
No, but no, I'm saying that let's say you say you're not good, right? You're in pain. Oh, okay, babe, you want me to run you a bath? You want me to give you a massage? Do you want me to get you ibuprofen? Right? Do you want me to run you a bath, give you a massage, grab your ibuprofen? What can I do to help? I feel like most of us, let's say us raised here, it's what can I do to help? And if you say, oh, nothing, I'll be fine, then it's like, okay, we understand. But then if you always say you're okay, but then we can see that you are not okay, then we feel like we are not doing, because you know how women like to mother and we like to take care, then we feel like we're not doing what we want to do to help you. Do you get it from our perspective?
Maybe you should have been there when I was born.
Oh my God, we cannot shrink our life for you people. I'm sorry. We're not going to Kumasi. You are hurting us.
That's why I'm saying let's move on.
No.
And live life, you know. Like
it hurts us.
Look at me.
Yes.
If I can give you 30 minutes of my life, you should appreciate it. That's what. Let's look at the quality side of that.
I feel like you're not the typical.
If I'm gonna tell you what has been done wrong to me, if I'm gonna tell you my pains, like that's why when Imonessa's book came out and I said she hasn't been through any pain. Remember that I was saying she hasn't been through anything. The reason why I'm so vocal about that is she has lived in Ghana. These things
are common.
And normal. It's not even common. It's normal. Like somebody not knowing the father. I'm not saying that is good, but I'm saying it is normal. Putting it in a book in the context of a Western ideology is what I was against. I think I wasn't explaining myself. It's what I was against. Putting it in a context of a true book, in a way how an European kid will explain his or her trauma.
Can I be honest about something?
Be honest.
I don't want us to divert into the book, but I want us to see it on the perspective of every young girl needs their father, right? I understand that it's a Western thing, right? I grew up in Ghana with all my siblings having a mother and a father. I was the only sibling that did not have it. So I feel like personally, even for my grandparents, they went out of their way to make sure I have everything so I don't realize that my parents are not there, right? And I feel like seeing her, maybe she just desired that, because I always used to look at my cousins, right? And I wanted the father-daughter, the mother-daughter kind of thing, but I didn't have it. And I desired it deeply. So for my grandparents, they forced. My grandfather made sure, I made sure, the whole father-daughter thing, I had it. My grandmother made sure I had it. So but I desired it really bad. Maybe she grew up on the way that she wanted it, but because she didn't have it, she always had to fight for it. Do you guys want to see from that perspective?
We've seen it. We value both perspectives. And I'm saying that the light that she put everything was wrong. In the perspective, in the environment that we all grew up in. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's okay for somebody not to have a mother or a father. But we do live in Africa. We know stuff that happen. These are our normal projection every day. Most of even those that have fathers, how often did you see your father? like how we, So for a single woman to take you to a private university in Ghana, don't put her in that life, in the light that,
in the light that she put her
especially when you have made it.
Yeah, in the way she put her mother,
and become a mother yourself.
Yeah, in the way she put her mother, that was a no for me. Yeah.
I'm not endorsing the mother's behavior. I'm just telling you our struggles. The things that, you are privileged. You went to Agri Memorial. From Agri Memorial, you couldn't go to Legon or UCC or Tech. You couldn't, because you know why? In the Ghana standard, you failed. This woman still find money and take you to private university, put you in hostels. You were driving when you were going to school. This woman did a lot.
Oh yeah, the mom did a lot. It's a lot of sacrifices.
This woman did a lot. This woman, you never live in an environment where you didn't even have a toilet, like we did. Some of us did, where you have to, do you know what we call a single room? Mm-hmm. What is single room? Single room,
self-contained, which is your bed. Oh no, your bed and your living room is all in the same place.
There's no living room.
That's what we call studio here, right? Yeah, studio.
Okay.
I know studio. My grandmother ran apartments. I know what they are.
Let me tell you, you do not understand. Let me tell you. What you are saying is even wrong. Studio in America is a single room, self-contained. You have your kitchen, you have your toilet and bath in there, right?
Okay, so you're talking about just the room, right?
When where we your bed say is. Single room, it's one room. Oh my God.
It's one room. That's it.
It's just one room.
Of course, I know what you mean.
Everything that you owe in your life is in that room. Your utensils, your clothes, everything. Bowls you eat in, the daddy said, everything that you owe in your life is in that room, including your kids, your husband, your wife, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. It's in that room. But that's how bad it is. That is single room life in Ghana. If you are lucky, you may have a toilet in the house. When you have the toilet in that compound house, how many houses would you say in Batman that have toilet? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? There is a whole community. There is a whole community that there is no single toilet in any single house in there. You're talking about struggles, man. Yeah. Yeah. You go out to pee. You go out to do everything. So when somebody comes from Africa and they behave that way, don't look at them like, oh, they are uncivilized or anything like that. That's our norm. We pee outside. You know, we hang our clothes in the middle of the house.
Oh yeah.
You know, we go to the beach and we, you know. In Ghana, I mean, in Kumasi, you wouldn't get back. If you are in Accra, we go to the beach. That's where we ease ourselves. That's where people ease themselves because there's no toilet. Easy where the sand, the sand. Yeah. When you go to Ghana and you see a black plastic bag, most of the time, try not to step on it. It might be a takeaway. I'm being honest. This is the life. With that being said, if you have any question, ask me about Ghana.
I have no questions, but I'm not still shrinking myself just because I didn't experience that. I'm so sorry. I feel bad for y'all, though. I really do.
We are good. Don't feel bad for us.
Well,
I think you should feel bad for yourself.
Not really. Why?
Because you know how the you know how the Bible said the end is with Jina Hono Hedo Hassan. You know that statement, how it can be translated. I was raised like that. I mean, okay, I was raised in an environment where I have to sleep on trunks. Mm-hmm. You understand? It's me when I come to America or when I grew up and I'm able to buy a mattress and I lose that mattress, it's back to factory settings. I'm good. It is you that will struggle. Me, I will not struggle.
I will not.
Because that is fact. You think you can really sleep on a trunk?
Not struggle. Because I had a privileged life.
My goodness.
No, I'm so sorry. That's one of the things that really bothers me.
Okay.
Because a person had a privileged life, and you shouldn't expect that they've always had a privilege. Life always happens at a point in people's lives. I think we need to, because you went through does not mean.
Did you get to, okay, I'm saying that the life that most of us have lived, you have not even seen it.
Oh no, I didn't say I
have. Not to even
have.
think about live it. So when you say you feel sorry for it, that's what I'm saying. Don't feel sorry because we have lived it. We've moved from that level. Mm-hmm. Even if we have to go to that level, we can survive. It's the one that have never experienced that life that will be hard for that person to survive. I can live with any person. Unless I decide, say, I don't want to deal with you. Mm-hmm. I can look at you and find a better side of you. Mm-hmm. Like, consciously. And say, Jasmine, she's like this, she's that, like she's that. But I know she has a kind heart. I can just base my ideology on your kind heart. And I'll not even see all the other stuff.
No.
It's only the people that have lived the kind of life that we have lived that normally get to be able to do that. It is tough. It is tough when you are a person that you can tell your mom, I want my privacy. How are you going to tell your parents you even want a privacy? There's no privacy. Our life is 400 people living in one house. There's no privacy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you cannot say, I want my privacy. So I do not understand that thing called privacy. What privacy? Mm-hmm. We sit in Toronto, how many people? 13 people, 14 people sitting in one car at a time. There's no point in time that you are by yourself in a car. You're always with people. Everything about our life is commercial. Our life is commercial. Our finances are commercial. Everything about us. Even food. How many times that you go to school, you buy food, you have to eat with your friends? How many times? How many times have you have to buy food and eat with your friends? How many times in your life? Like, you go to school, you go to school, and when you are eating, even before you buy the food, you have to wait for your friends to come before you can buy the food. How many times have you even thought about that?
Never.
Have you?
What do you mean? Like, wait for my friend before I buy food? Okay. I don't get it.
So, producer and I are friends. I cannot eat until he's present. Have you been in
because
that
he
situation?
doesn't have money, or because you don't
because one of them.
Oh, one feeds the other.
That's the situation.
I used to feed somebody in my school.
Okay.
Yeah.
But did you have to wait for that person?
Yeah.
All the time?
If I knew, if I didn't, yeah, I used to do it.
Did they have free lunch at school?
No, I know. This is when I was in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was in Ghana, Emanuela.
Okay. Yeah, you have to.
I used to wait for her. She was my good friend, but yeah.
Yeah, we grew up on this thing. We lived this all our lives. Wow. And that's why when you come to Abuja, your friend feel like, oh, finally we made it.
Yeah.
And then you will never understand, because when I'm married to you and I'm telling you that I'm sending money to my friend in Ghana, you never. Why do you have to take care of your friend? If it wasn't for this guy, I probably wouldn't have eaten in school all my life. My life was based on this guy. You know? Yeah. We eat together. We probably wear clothes together. How many times have you borrowed somebody's clothes to wear in your life?
Besides my sisters, I steal my sisters. That's it.
Taking somebody's clothes. Have you ever had a chance to go somewhere and you have to go to somebody and ask for a clothes?
No.
Have you ever been in that situation?
No.
Where you have to go to a friend and get a clothes? Have you ever been in a situation where and you still have to wear it to school?
I have.
You have?
Not.
Okay.
I have not.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Have you ever had one shoe in your entire life that the whole 3 months in school, that's all you're going to wear?
No.
No? Mm-mm. Have you ever been in a situation where you don't even have the shoe? All you got is your feet.
AJ, right? So you remember AJ, right? I have never, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I wouldn't say you guys are privileged. I say you are lucky.
Mm.
Oh, I know I'm lucky.
Yeah, I know I'm blessed.
I wouldn't say you are privileged.
I thank God for my family.
I wouldn't say you are privileged. I would say you guys are lucky. That all you need to basically focus on is how you're going to learn or something like that.
Yeah.
When most of us were growing up, the learning wasn't the priority at the time.
Wow.
It's how to survive first. You already live in a situation that you will have to even think about how you guys were going to survive.
Studies teacher.
Yeah, we just have to sit down and start thinking about how. I remember when my mom would give me money to go to school, right? And then the moment, because you have like 3 or 4 friends that don't even have the money. That don't have a mother that will give them money to come to school. They are waiting on dining and all that. So within 1 week, the whole money is gone because we all eat together. And then we got to find a way. So sometimes you may even sell your book. You may even, that's the hustle.
Wow.
That's what we grew up on, and that's why sometimes it's hard for you guys to tell us something. Sometimes when you are moving us and we are not moving, it's not like we do it on purpose. We don't. We messed up. Maybe you all need to start seeing us as that. We are really fucked.
I personally feel like we should just all try and understand each other. How about that? Yeah, it won't, because you will not.
You think that will
you will not understand me. I will not understand you.
Why you think that will never happen?
Because everybody has a different story.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll never understand each other, but we have to learn to at least compromise at a point. We have to compromise.
That's
no
why
matter
I'm saying
what.
that what we need to do is to look for the good in the people that we live with and base our life on it. Because if you are trying for things to change for you, a man that came to America at the age of 30, you think you can change them?
A woman that
came to America at the age of
12.
30, you think it's not going to happen?
Well, I feel like we'll all agree to disagree. Because I don't know. For me, I feel like, yeah.
So what were we supposed to talk about again?
Family dynamics.
Oh, this is
family dynamics because, yeah, growing up, childhood dynamics, it defines your adulthood and all of the nine. So we did good. Yeah, we did good. But anyways, thank you guys.
You want more?
No. Stop talking.
I'm gonna depress.
No, don't depress me because you've already now you're making me feel bad. Like for even, Big Mike said, "Rich girl vibes." Yes, yes, yes. Don't play with me. I stay doing that. He said catering has nothing to do with getting to his head. I think it was when I was asking if you're okay. Studio has a bathroom. LOL. Oh, yeah, so he's trying to say Ghana's single room doesn't have a bathroom. Okay.
The whole house don't have a bathroom. What are you talking about? There are people that have a structure, how we call it, They have a wooden structure outside, and that's how people bath. Women.
What is the name of that then?
The wheat.
Wheat. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that's why women bath. Think about it, a woman taking a shower in a wooden structure in the middle of the community. That's why this woman is taking her shower.
Oh, wow. Well, Big Mike said the struggle in Ghana builds character. It's true. He says survival. So most of us have survival instincts, PTSD, always in survival mood. Fact.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Would you want your kids to go through the same thing you went through?
Nah.
Why is that?
Because it's not good.
Okay.
Okay, so he can admit it.
Okay, just tell us.
Thank you. Somebody understands me.
Come put this
Thank
on.
you. Thank you. Yes.
I want
Somebody understands where I'm coming from.
Can you please come over? Come sit down.
Somebody understands where I'm coming from. Thank you. Please come sit down. You understand me. Trying to make me feel bad over here.
Ask your question again.
Okay, so what I was asking was, would you want your children to go through the same thing that you went through?
No.
Why is that?
Because it wasn't good.
Right. So back to what she was saying, when we ask you, are you okay? Just tell us, no, I'm not okay.
Thank you.
This is what I'm going through, so we can understand. Okay.
Because I don't know.
You don't. Okay.
Most people don't know. Like I want to say so it doesn't sound arrogant and disrespectful anyway. A lot of things that you guys call trauma, PTSD, whatever.
Right.
It's a normal daily life for Ghanaians.
That's not good, though.
It's not.
But the point is, you have to know to understand whether it is good or not.
Right. That's why you have to explain it to us. Like we're in America right now. We're not in Ghana.
Right.
So you have to explain to me. This is what I went through. When I was in Ghana.
So the guy that is not exposed to this environment doesn't understand whether it is good or not. This is how.
And that's why I'm here to help you, because I was raised in America. You was raised in Ghana. I can tell you, hey, this is not normal, dude. You need to talk to me, and then you could talk.
And what about a guy? You think okay? So both we have two people, right?
Right.
One is on the left, and one is
right.
Republican and Democrats.
Right.
This person thinks they are right. This person thinks they are right.
But you need both sides to.
But the point is that how many times do you get a bipartisan bill? Because everybody thinks the S is good. What I'm trying to say is, it is easy for somebody that haven't gone through a certain struggle to understand. Oh, this is not good. It's easy for that person to find out. It is hard for the guy that have lived all his life in this struggle to understand that this is not it.
Okay.
Unless that person get exposed to a different system.
Right.
And that's what I was saying. Oh. But mind you, even though you will know that it is not good, you are formed already. You are grown. Your whole wiring is formed. You know? It is hard.
Yeah. But at the same time, what I tell people is when you grow up, you have to do a lot of unlearning. So
that is very true.
You have to unlearn what you already learned. That is you're in a different environment. You can't keep using the old tactics.
Thank you.
Yeah. So basically, what we can do, like you know how you say on land, right?
Right.
So let's say when I was in Ghana and I was throwing trash in the streets.
Yeah.
I can on land that. Okay, now there's bins here, right?
Right.
I'll put them in. I cannot unlearn the fact that my mother still lives in that 400 in it.
But that's not what we are saying you should unlearn. We are saying that you should unlearn your reaction to certain things.
Right.
That's where I'm coming from.
Me asking if you're okay. Somebody will say, "Oh, you're trying to get like the comment I'm trying to get into the person's head." Maybe that's not the case.
But
I just want to make sure you're okay.
You know how you are saying that I'm okay. You know why I would say I'm okay. My goal is to build a house for my mom, so my mom doesn't have to live in that 400 compound house.
So why can't you communicate that with a partner?
Hold on.
Or a brother.
That is my goal, right? You ask me, are you okay? I'm okay. Because at this point, there's nothing that can change that. I'm figuring a way to make money to save that situation. Me telling you, oh, I'm thinking about, okay, ask me again. Ask me if I'm okay.
Are you okay?
I'm not.
What's wrong?
Because my mother lives in a compound house, no toilets, no bath. She doesn't have access to clean water.
Okay. Maybe we should look into ways on how we can help her. So
How?
where do we start, babe?
How?
So where do we start? Because
I don't have a solution.
You know the saying that goes, a problem shared is a problem solved.
That's what they say.
I personally feel like
that's what they say.
And I have come to realize it, that I personally feel like maybe you share it, right? These days there are programs that people here can. Yeah. Maybe you don't know about it. Maybe you share with your friend, your partner, and I tell you, oh, I heard of this so and so that you can actually buy a house for your wife, your mother, and then, you here, you can pay it monthly. Let's look into it. Maybe we can find something affordable.
Who's going to pay?
I don't know. This is a hypothetical.
But I understand. But the point is still, it's not going to be a gift, right? Somebody got to pay for it,
right?
Which is mostly going to be me, right?
Okay,
so that's what I'm thinking.
My thing is, if I ask you, "Are you okay?" That means I care.
Of course,
I'm willing to help you. Of course. Whatever answer you give me, I'm willing to help.
Right.
So if I need to help look for a program to help your mom, I'm gonna do that.
Right.
I'm asking you, "Are you okay?"
And that's why we also care. That's why most of the time when you say are you okay? I say, yes, I'm okay.
But you're lying.
Because we also don't want you to worry.
Okay, so that might be the problem. If I'm your family or spouse or whatever, like your pain is my pain. So
my job is to take care of you. If you are my side, I look at you.
That's the old way of thinking. You're supposed to take care of each other.
My job is to take care of you. Your job is not to take care of me. My job is.
Why not? Why can't it be? Why can't that be?
Why should it be?
Because I want that to be my job. I want to take care of you.
No, listen. You were a young man that I brought into this F.
Right.
I didn't even consult you before bringing you here.
Yeah, I understand that.
I brought you here. It's my job to make sure you eat. It's my job to make sure you have shelter. It's my job to make sure you have clothing. All these are my responsibilities.
Correct. And then mine are to make sure the people around me
I'm going to give a perfect example.
Is okay.
You said a parent, okay? My mom didn't consult me before she had me, but she had me. Yesterday, my mom was stressed about something, and she called me to help her. And when I noticed that she was stressed, so I kept asking, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm fine." I'm like, "Are you okay?" Because one thing about me is like when you say you're not okay, I don't know. They say empaths. I can feel that you're not okay. I don't know. Yeah. I've always had it when I was a kid, since I was a kid. And I kept asking. She was like, "Oh, I'm fine." And she's the type that she's like me, will joke it off. So she tried to joke it off, and I was like, "You're not okay." So I waited. My little sister left, and I was like, "Mommy, are you okay?" She was like, "Oh, I'm okay." And then later, while we're talking, I asked her again. Then she was like, "Oh, I'm just trying to work on a project." So and right then and there, I was like, "Oh, I've heard about this, and this. Let me contact a friend of mine. He has information." So right there, I contact my friend Bright, and then Bright was like, "Oh yeah, I have information. Let me send you the link." And then he sent it to me, and I gave it to her, and she filled it out, and she got it. They approved it for her this morning. She was like, "Oh, that thing that you told me to do yesterday, it went through. It got approved." If she didn't share it because she was stressed about it. And mind you, apparently she's been stressed about it for almost 2 years, and the problem was not solved. So I feel like if she share it, and I'm her child, she didn't want me to worry.
Western dynamics. It doesn't happen in Bantama.
I guess we'll agree to disagree because at this point, so you're not trying to understand us as well. Yeah, so you don't want to understand us.
Nobody helps anybody.
That's the problem. You don't understand us as well. Like we're saying, there are other ways to solve the problem.
I'm not saying that I understand you. I've never said.
No, I feel like when people are in this situation, it's like because their mind is like made up on the situation that they're in.
Now I
understand
need help. So can I start listing stuff?
You need therapy.
Yeah, please. Listen.
I can literally send you my therapist.
List it all. Put it in the air.
Don't tell me. All his problem. Let me tell you, it's money. I'm involved. I am the problem.
I mean, like the type of person I am, if I can help, I'm gonna try my best to help.
When it comes to this ball man, I am his number one problem. Don't worry.
You are.
I'm number one.
You are. You know
I'm the stress. Why?
Because I've given my word to you.
Yes, you have.
I think about you every day, like every night. I really think about you.
There's one person thinking about me.
I've given my word to you.
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure that you do this thing and do it proper.
Mm-hmm.
Don't laugh. I'm serious.
I want to say something so bad, but I feel like it was so sweet, so I can't say the nonsense I want to say. Don't worry. I'm literally, but I feel like
anybody, you know how we were talking about inner circle?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that I have in this room with me, and when I say anybody, you know what I mean. In
All
this
of
room
us,
with me,
yeah.
everybody that comes on board with me, I want everybody to be better than I am. I want everybody to make it. I want to be able to go to Chevy and see that he has his own huge studio producing. You know, he has this, he has his clothing line. I want to be able to come to you and see a Cuba. I don't need anything like.
What if I want the same for you?
We want the same for you too.
Help me.
We just want you to communicate.
That's why you are here.
Yeah.
That's why you are here. But the moment that I assemble all of you, I made you leave whatever you love just to come here, you are my responsibility. If anything happens to you, I wouldn't even sleep. That's what I want you guys to understand.
I appreciate that.
So it's not like I don't want anybody to help me, or I could have left you alone where you were. You understand? I could have left you alone where you were. I say, let's come in here and do this thing. Yeah. And the moment I called you and you say yes to me, it means there is a bigger responsibility that I have to do. And now I'm even getting emotional.
Oh, we appreciate it. We really do appreciate it.
You see,
this is all we are asking. That's all we want. So to the men out there, as a woman, that's all we are asking for. Just tell us how you feel.
This guy have something to say.
Don't say it. You don't say it. This your general manager. He's fired.
All right, let's run it out.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me read a few comments. It's like your general manager. You feel this is personal to you, right? No, after the show we'll have a therapy session for the general manager. Nana said the struggle is real. I know that feeling because I grew up in a compound house with no bathroom. Dang, girl. And she also said, if you have to use the bathroom, if we have to use the bathroom, we have to walk for a distance to the public bathroom. Dang. Mike also said, we just don't want to burden our partners. Respect that. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to share, send us all your comments. We do read them. Please find us on all your social media platforms. It's Revolt Media. Today's show was sponsored by Inkwell Printing. For all your printing needs, reach out to Inkwell. They are located on 1900 East Dublin Granville Road, Columbus, Ohio 43229. Or you can give them a call on 614-888-2201. Believers Attire, for all your t-shirt. They have it's a Christian themed t-shirt. They have amazing shirts. You're worthy, capable, or amazing. Fear ends where faith begins. Give it to God and go to sleep. God is my president, and so many more. Please order one or bulk as many as you want. You can reach out to them to 220-465-0822. RG Kids Portrait, they specialize in maternity and baby shoot. They actually have their Christmas special going on right now. So reach out to them on Instagram. It's RG_kids_portrait. Or you can give them a call on 614-254-2151. Cuba, for all your hair and skincare needs. They're running their Black Friday special right now. It ends on Sunday. So reach out to them on 614-584-1845. Or you can go to www.cuba.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. Our new schedule. All that matters from now. Today's actually our last show for Saturdays. Officially, it's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays. Don't worry, we have a huge announcement coming, and it will you will understand why. But no, we appreciate you guys for always supporting and believing in us. It's always going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays, same time, 6 p.m. Our Saturdays, it's officially over. But don't worry, we'll find something else to fill in for you guys. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys on Tuesday. Have a good one, and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.